Hello, hello. All right, today we're going to talk about what if we change our focus and look to building in better habits, not just removing ones we don't like. I'm currently in the process of coaching Sarah. Her first two episodes, I think, are going to go out the March 20th and the 27th. And we had a great epiphany in one of our later coaching calls, which will be available to the podcast premium subscribers. But she basically realized that a habit she had fell away kind of more naturally when we didn't make it a focus. Okay, so here's how I see it. I'll bring somebody on and they'll say, okay, Heather, I've got this problem with potato chips. I got this problem with chocolate. I got this problem with alcohol. Whatever the problem is, there's a problem, right? Something that our brain has identified as a bad thing. We don't want to do it. It's not helping us. We need to get rid of it. And because our brain sees it that way, it keeps like just cycling around it. And this has happened with so many clients where they'll say, okay, Heather, I realize that for me to get to my final destination with my goal weight, I'm probably going to have to give up my chocolate thing that I do every day. Who said that? Who said you had to give it up? And when your brain makes that a focus, and go back to the Thinking Leads to Eating series, I have an entire playlist of how your thinking leads to eating. When you really believe that you can no longer eat chocolate, chips, whatever the thing is, in your journey, you obsessively think about it more. So what I often have my clients do is stop focusing on it, okay? So let's just let it go. Don't worry about it. I've seen this happen with clients who drink sweet tea and they don't want to drink sugar anymore. When we make it a focus, it continues to be a problem. When we say it's okay, just let it go, focus on building in better habits, don't feel like you have to strong arm this other issue, it starts to go away naturally. Now, granted, this is when they're working with somebody else who's quote unquote helping them get permission to do it, because that's one of the things I know we all struggle with, right? It's like, but Heather, that might work for them. It won't work for me. I've seen it work tons of times. Like, truly, it's ridiculous how many times I've seen this happen. Oh, I shouldn't be eating Oreos. Let's put Oreos in for the next 60 days. Eat them every single day. Let's have chocolate bars every single day for the next 60 days. Let's have potato chips for 6 weeks straight. When you do that, when you give yourself permission to do it, when it becomes part of your normal routine, when you stop putting pressure on yourself to remove it, I don't know for you if it'll be the 60 days, the 90 days, 6 weeks. It seems like in that realm, 90 days is the longest. But if you were to eat that food consistently, every single day, certain amount of quantity, and you were to really just let go of this idea it has to go away, the struggle around it falls away. And often where I see every one of my clients get to is they find that they're okay not even eating it after that day if they don't want to. Like they feel this pressure valve release. Because when you believe you can't have it, when you believe it's wrong, when you believe it's the one problem that's getting in the way of you losing your weight, when you obsessively think about it, when you want to take that off the table, your lower brain has a lot to say about that. It's going to make that a big focus, which then draws and highlights more attention to it. But let's just say we go on the other side, permission, less restriction. You absolutely can have potato chips every day. You absolutely can have chocolate every day. We're absolutely not going to take it off the table. Relaxation, calmness. I don't feel so bunched up about this anymore. Then guess what starts to happen? It's not a big deal. When it's not a big deal and there's no fear of it going away, you then can actually see you do want to eat it every day. It's not a pressure point. Do you see what I mean? And I'm telling you, I wish I could work with every single person because I'd help them get past this. And I can't. So please just take my word on it that if you were to do this and actually make this a focus, like I'm not going to take chocolate out. I'm not going to take potato chips out. I'm going to have these things as much as I want, as long as I want. But I'm going to eat it in a certain quantity and I'm going to eat it every day. Give yourself permission to try. See how your relationship change. If you want to hear more about it, you can always join the podcast premium, halfsizeme.com/fan. As I progress with Sarah, you'll get to hear how this happened for her. I'm currently, I think we're at 10 coaching calls right now. We're going to release the 2 first ones to the public. The rest of them will be for the podcast premium. But this will be a good way for you to get a chance to hear somebody being coached and see how their relationship with their food changes over time. All right, guys, I hope this message helped. You have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you soon.